What's going on? What's going on? We back. It's the Box Clan Kamori. I know what it is. Back on my Grizzly. You know what I'm saying? It's the usual suspect, your boy CJ Goodfella. And what if Adrien, the proper Broner, what if he loses? Shout out to my homie Cali Enigma, man. Y'all go subscribe. Man, I got to give him a shout out. Shout out to Trap House Boxing for being on the live stream the other day as well. We did a live stream today. Shout out to all the brothers that who caught the live stream, man. I'm going to try to do one each day this week. I got the energy right now, but 8B, almost broke. He fighting Jessie Vargas April 21st. Some people think it's a tougher fight than the Omar Figueroa fight. Set a catch weight at 144 pounds, technically welterweight, and a lot of people still believe that Broner gonna beat Vargas. I think it's possible, but I don't think it's that high of a possibility. Vargas is a different fighter. He's not that textbook fundamental, basic fundamental fighter no more. Just a 1-2 guy, hook there. He got a lot of confidence. He's strong. And the only question I have about Vargas in this fight, to be honest, is the catch weight. I know Vargas jumped between 140 and 147 a large part of his career. He had the layoff with Top Rank because they wanted him to sign a deal. He was going to get the Jeff Horn fight, but somehow that went bad. He ended up signing back with Al. He was with Mayweather and Al before. Went over to Top Rank. I guess the money was good. Came back, and they, Al, accepted him with open arms. And with Broner, he got all the speed and power and everything. He just don't have no ability or skill. Everybody want to talk about the focus, unfocused shit. It don't matter, man. When you an athlete, man, you able to hone in and train. It don't matter what's on your mental. You able to put that in the back burner, and you able to carry on. It's a simple fact that he don't have the skills to pay the bills. The way that he fights, it ain't gonna work. He not a boxer puncher. And I look for Vargas to dominate him. I do. A lot of people look for Vargas to dominate Adrien Broner. A lot of people thought Vargas was gonna give Keith Thurman some good work. So Broner's nowhere near on Keith Thurman's level. Nowhere near. And I feel bad, for the people who keep counting on Broner. Man, it's hard when you from Ohio, you can relate. You want a guy to do good, but the guy really don't want to do good or just don't understand what he needs to do. Kevin Cunningham been in his corner before, but he hasn't had a training camp with him just exclusively. So that's the wild card right there in this fight. What does Kevin Cunningham bring to the fight? Bring to Broner? Does he change him? Does he help him? Does he hurt him? And the same thing with Jessie Vargas. Jessie Vargas changed trainers like the seasons. It was Roger, Roy, Eric Morales, Dewey Cooper. Now he with Mike McCullum, the body snatcher. I don't never remember Mike McCullum even working anybody's corner of prominence. So that's gonna be interesting. He's always the Mayweather boxer gym. So with Mike McCullum, for the people that know the Jamaican brother, we know what to expect from Jessie Vargas. A out cold body attack. And what's so funny, Broner is a nice body puncher. Broner's sick with the body. Like I said, Broner is really a pressure guy, pressure fighter. He should be fighting like a Chavez Senior, just need to work on his footwork a little bit. But, at the same time, man, if he loses this fight, it's over. It's over. He can market himself how he want to market it. For me, it's over. It's just, the end is already here. This is just solidifying the end. This is putting the icing on the cake right here. This is putting the padlock on the jail cell for Broner. It is. This is just solidified. He might just go from losing this fight to what the fuck happened to him. They might do a 20 or 60 minutes. Like, what happened to Adrien Broner? I think he lost to Jessie Vargas. We never heard from him again in the boxing ring. Legitimately, that's how this can go down. He can just skip the whole journeyman status and just be over with. But you got to condemn Broner. He could have took an easy fight for this card. He really could have. Broner's never shied away from easy fights, and that might be the one thing that keep Broner afloat. Because he always fought tough competition. You can't tell me anybody that Broner really ducked. He's fought the best. So when he retire or if Vargas retires him, he just continues not to fight after this and just mills it in. At the end of the day, Broner can look at himself and say, you know what? I didn't duck and dodge nobody. I fought the best. And I got beat. And at least I tried. I'm a 4-time champion in 4 different weight classes, even though people don't really take it that way. He only was a real legit champion at lightweight. You can say, I did it. I made some mistakes my way, and maybe I could just tell young fighters in Ohio and young fighters everywhere not to make the same mistakes I made. He thought he made it before he actually made it. You know, and that's the problem. You know, when a kid like that, you know, is mentally not strong and mentally not mature, he controls the family's future with the money and all that, and can't nobody tell him nothing to really put him in this place where he'd cut you off. It's tough to get through like a guy like that. Life is going to be the ultimate lesson for Adrien Broner. Hopefully Adrien Broner is able to pull it through and tell his story. Or I hope he's able to pull it through and rise above the bullshit and beat Jessie Vargas. People think I don't want to see that brother succeed. I do. I really do. I got nothing against Jessie Vargas. I want to see Broner do well, but you could tell that ain't going to happen, bro. He ain't the fighter that he used to be at 35, man. A lot of people say, oh, he moved up too quick. I agree with that. He started smelling himself, and he thought his shit was really the shit. It wasn't. And if he loses to Vargas, like I said, he might lose the journeyman role. He might just collapse that whole role and just go missing and never fight again. Remember when Trot lost to was it Canelo and Lara back-to-back, was it? And he had to go all the way back to ESPN Friday Night Fights and build himself back up. Do you guys think Broner is mentally strong enough to go to ESPN Friday Night Fights and build himself back up back to this level? I don't. I think he's just going to melt down completely where it ain't going to be no comeback. He might have to have a Foreman type of shit in his career where he come back at an older age and refresh himself and become more mature. You know, and somebody say, oh, this guy going to be on suicide watch. Possibly. Possibly, because in his mind, he's a better fighter than Vargas. I'm faster, I'm quicker, I'm stronger. I'm a better boxer and all this other shit. But he not. This ain't the same Vargas that once was, you know, the basic motherfucking fighter. Real textbook, real basic vanilla with his attack. This guy's different. And I suspect him to be different with Mike McCullum again. I suspect him to punch harder to the body. And, you know, in the Brooklyn Barclays Center, you know, he bringing that heat over there. He really making his Premier Boxing Champions real debut. That other little fight he had, that was just a stepping stone. You know, Broner would have been trying to be a little bit wiser to get this guy coming off that long layoff and get him in the ring. You know, he might have trouble making weight too. And Jessie Vargas, a long layoff. I know he fought in December. That really wasn't no tough fight. He might have a little issue making 144. He might. Shit, knowing Broner, he might have an issue making 144. I heard he was only 6 pounds away like a week or two ago. But I truly think when Broner loses this, I don't think it's journeyman stepping stone. I just think he might just, you know, completely evaporate out the game and just go do something else, you know, be busy savvy. I think it's over with for him, man. And through all this, man, I just wonder why Mayweather's never tried to help him. And maybe he was just too loyal to Mike Stafford and his whole team in the whole Ohio to ask Mayweather for help and ask him to coach him with his daddy. You know, I think it was a pride thing right there. But, you know, sometimes you got to swallow your pride to get where you need to go. And I think him passing up the opportunity, like Amir Khan passing the opportunity to train with Floyd, eventually it hurt those guys' career. I think Senior could really help Broner, especially with the discipline side of it. But, hey, I think it's pretty much over for Broner if he loses Jessie Vargas. We gone.